Thank you for my classroom.
Thank you for giving me the skills that I need to succeed.
Thank you for letting me invent.
Thank you for my experience.
Thank you for putting me in the game.
Thank you for inspiring me.
Thank you for my school.
Thank you for letting me perform.
Thank you for teaching me how to read.
Thank you for kickstarting my college career.
Thank you for helping us save lives.
Thank you for my teacher.
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 Let's give a big round of applause to Miss Janice Stockhouse and the Bloomington High School North Advanced Jazz Ensemble. Good evening, everyone, and please take your time eating, get some dessert. We'll go ahead and begin the program. Welcome to the 6th Annual Evening of Stars. It is such a great honor to be here this evening with all of our stars and our retirees. The school year has gone extremely fast, and when we get to this juncture, I say, oh my gosh, how could that have happened? But tonight we honor all of you, not only for your skills and your expertise, but for your dedication, for your caring and your love for all of our children. So thanks to each and every one of you. We truly appreciate it. And of course, this evening wouldn't be possible without our Board of School Trustees. I'd like to introduce our Board President, Dr. Lois Sable-Skelton. Our Vice President, Mr. Keith Klein. Secretary, Ms. Sue Wanzer. Assistant Secretary is Ms. Elizabeth Rue, who is unable to be with us this evening. Member, Mr. Brandon Schur. And also member, Ms. Kathy Fuentes-Rohr. This evening's celebration could not have happened without the tremendous effort of many, many people. I'd like to thank the entire Human Resource Department, our maintenance staff, Mr. Chris Cioli, Mr. Tim Pritchett, Mr. Andrew Clampett, and a very special thanks to Dr. Andrea Mobley and Ms. Judy Rush for being instrumental in tonight's event. At this time, I'd like to introduce Board of School Trustees President, Dr. Lois Sable-Skelton.
Okay. Thank you, Judy. Oh boy. Starlight, Star bright, the first star I see tonight. I wish I may, I wish I might have this wish I wish tonight. On behalf of the Board of School Trustees, we are here to honor those who have served the children of the MCCSC. You are remarkable teachers who are retiring, along with the outstanding employees, are being recognized tonight as stars. Now, if it ever stops raining, you will again look up into the heavens and see those beautiful shining stars guiding us through our lives. And that is just what you have done for our children. You have guided them with your special starlight to meet the future and challenges ahead. And I have no doubt that when they, your students, look upward into a starry night, they will think of the past and will remember their special guiding stars. Tonight is your celebration, and our special wish is for you to have an extraordinary future in whatever path you choose to follow as you continue your life's journey. But don't forget to look up at the stars, because your students will be looking up too and thinking of you. Congratulations. At this time, I would like to introduce Mr. Paul Farmer, President of the Monroe County Education Association.
Whoop. Stay. Thank you, Dr. Skelton. On behalf of the Monroe County Education Association, we congratulate our star recipients and our retirees. We thank you for everything that you have done for us throughout your career, and for our stars for all the things that they've done for our students as well. We would also like to thank all of the public education advocates that we have. We could not do what we do without your backing, encouragement, and support. All of us are here today because of our successes. We are also here because of our failures. Failure is not bad. It is part of success. Remember when you tried to ride your bike for the first time? How many times did you fall? How many times did you get back up? Failure is part of success. Don't be afraid of it. I have always had a saying that I've lived my life by, and I hope I have given it to my children as well. Never say I wish I would have, because you can never change the past. Always say that I'm glad that I ... If you live by this saying, it leads to success, even with failures in the middle. I got to experience this firsthand lately. I have been running for ISTA president for over 2.5 years, and this past weekend we had our election. I didn't win. My son texted me after the vote count and said, "No regrets?" with a little question mark. And I responded, none at all. People have asked me, why are you not upset? Why aren't you angry with all that time that you had spent? Because it was a success. I have met thousands of people all across the state. I have made hundreds of new friends all across the state. I have been able to see the disparities that we have between all of our public schools, all the way from north of Fort Wayne to Evansville to Richmond to Terre Haute. I have grown to understand how truly blessed we are to live in a community who supports our public education schools like all of what you do. This is the success that I have witnessed over the past 2 years. No regrets. Don't be afraid of failure, because it's the path that leads to success. It may be difficult, it may be painful at times, but just like your bike, remember, success is always at the end. So I'm going to leave you this evening with a challenge for everybody in the room, whether you're a retiree, whether you're a star, it makes no difference. Over the next year, what will be your ... Once again, I want to congratulate all of our stars, all of our retirees, and everything that you have done for our students and our community. So without further ado, I want to introduce Dr. Andrea Mobley.
Thank you, Dr. DeMuth, President Dr. Sabo Skelton, and Mr. Farmer. And thank you to the Bloomington High School North Advanced Jazz Ensemble for our dinner music under the direction of Janice Stockhouse. Let's give them another hand. So welcome to the 6th annual Evening of Stars event. Tonight we celebrate and congratulate our retirees who have dedicated to their lives and careers to the children and young adults of Monroe County. Whether a bus driver, bus monitor, custodian, cook, maintenance worker, health aide, whatever their title, all teachers, and have served as role models through their words and actions. They have worked together to shape the culture of MCCSC. We are also here to honor those current staff members who, although not retiring, are to be recognized for the work they do beyond that defined in a job description. They demonstrate the compassion and work ethic necessary to do the essential job of educating children in a time of dramatic transformation in education. Before we introduce our retirees, we would like to thank those who have worked hard to plan and support this event. Again, the MCCSC Board of Trustees, the Monroe County Education Association, the Convention Center staff and Marquis Rental and Staging, Bloomington High School North Advanced Jazz Ensemble, Fairview Show Choir, the Hoosier Youth Philharmonic String Quartet, Bloomington High School North for their video services, Alexis Harmon for her assistance with the program, Brandon Chambers at the MCCSC print shop, Karen Riggins for her assistance with the table centerpieces, Avers Pizza for providing food for the performers, the MCCSC Information Services and Public Relations Department, and the Human Resources Department all have played a role this evening. If you'll please come forward. Jessica Bolus, Sonia Bradley, Arlene Byers, Denise Hoke, Emily Taylor, Tiffany Vandeveer, and last but not least, Judy Rush, without whom this night would not be possible. When our daughters get married, that reception hall is not going to know what hit. Seriously, if you're planning a wedding, you should hire her. But on the side, she's not leaving her day job. So thank you to the entire Human Resources staff. Thank you all. And now I would like to introduce Tim Pritchett, Director of Technology.
Thank you, Dr. Mobley. We would also like to extend a very sincere thank you to our sponsors who have made this event possible. Some have joined us this evening. Will all of the sponsors please stand as your group is called? Audience, please hold your applause until all of our sponsors are introduced. Our platinum sponsors, Bounds Flooring Incorporated, Cassidy Electrical Contractors Incorporated, Edmentum, and IU Credit Union. Our gold sponsors, Comprehensive Financial Consultants, JA Benefits, LLC, Old National Bank. Our silver sponsors, Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield, Bledsoe Riggert, Cooper and James Incorporated, Bunger and Robertson, and Fox Construction. Additional silver sponsors, Matrix Integration, R.E. Diamond and Associates, R.E. Sutton and Associates, Brown & Brown Insurance, Solution Tree, Spring Point Architects, Toshiba Business Solutions, and Weddle Brothers Building Group. Our bronze sponsors, Bose McKinney and Evans LLP, Chardon Labs, CSO Architects, Delta Dental of Indiana, Electric Plus Incorporated, Garmon Construction, HP Products Corporation, a Ferguson Enterprise, Ice Miller LLP, ISU Insurance Services, the May Agency, Schmidt Associates, STR Building Resources, Web Benefits Design Corporation, Wellness for Life LLC. Additional contributing sponsors, Hylant, Commercial Services, Safe Hiring Solutions, Smart Systems, and Genesis Employee Benefits, a task company. Please join me in giving these individuals and groups a round of applause. And now it is my pleasure to welcome the Fairview Show Choir with Lee Wilder and Brennan Wilder under the direction of Maggie Olivo, performing to my left, There's Hope, You Will Be Found, and This Is Me. Those on the far end of the room, feel free to stand and move forward if you'd like for a better view.
That's when I learned Look out, Chrissy Rocco! In a marching on to the beat I drum. I'm not scared to be seen. I make no apologies. This is
Thank you, Fairview Show Choir, Artistic Directors Lee Wilder and Brennan Wilder, and Director Maggie Olivo. And now it is my pleasure to introduce Tammy Silverman. Tammy was raised in Bloomington by a family of educators and is a 1989 graduate of Bloomington High School South. Her parents, Jim, a former MCCSC teacher, and Fran, a former teacher and administrator, are here this evening. If you will please stand. In total, Tammy's family includes 16 Indiana educators, counselors, teachers, school administrators, and including her husband, Ross. She received a bachelor's degree from Indiana University's Kelley School of Business and a master's in public administration from the University of Illinois. After an early career in retail and banking, she shifted to the nonprofit sector in 1997, where she continues her family's tradition of serving children and families. In 2016, she was appointed president and chief executive officer at the Indiana Youth Institute, where she spearheads efforts to update the Institute's needs of children in the field of youth services. Please join me in welcoming Tammy to the stage.
Good evening. Well, come on, folks. Let's try one more time. Good evening. First of all, I'm delighted to be here, and I'm excited to be in Bloomington and to be with all of you. And second of all, what an act to follow. I mean, that's ridiculous, right? I'm a show choir mom, so that is tremendous and inspiring. So thank you. I think Andrea had said to me that we would be looking to book them for an upcoming event, and I can tell you December 3rd or 4th would work quite well for a conference we have in Indianapolis. So before we get to the retirees, I just want to say what an honor it is to be here with all of you to celebrate the accomplishments of each of you individually and all of you collectively. Because without educators, without youth workers, we can't do we're all dependent upon the success of our kids, right? I often say, I have the opportunity to speak around the state quite often, and I say kids right now in Indiana comprise 25% of our population in the state of Indiana, but they are 100% of our future. Right, thank you, right. So thank you for everything that you do. I have the great pleasure of serving at the Indiana Youth Institute, where our mission is to increase the well-being of Indiana kids. So we often say if it has to do with kids and they live in Indiana, birth to post-secondary success, it's part of our mission. It's part of our mission to also celebrate all of you working in the field. So thank you for this opportunity. At the same time, similar to what Mr. Farmer said, part of our goal is also to challenge all of us to ask that question of what more can we do, what next can we do? Having grown up in Bloomington, having been a product of wonderful MCCSC schools, I can tell you that Indiana and Monroe County can be a fantastic place to be a child. We know that. How many of you grew up or raised children in Monroe County? Show of hands. Yay, lots. We know that Monroe County in Indiana can be a fantastic place to be a child. And at the same time, all of us in this room are most keenly aware that still today, it is not yet a fantastic place to be a child for each and every child, which means that we still have more work to do, right? We still have work to do to ensure we have work to do as far as equity, as far as inclusion, to make sure that every child in our care reaches their full potential, regardless of race, place, or income. So with that, I would also just celebrate MCCSC. So I've had the great opportunity to travel around our wonderful state and meet with many different school districts. We completed a project where we worked with 92 school districts around the state, which represented about a quarter of the student population. I've done some work across the country and a little bit globally, talking to educators. And I always thought, having grown up in Monroe County and gone to MCCSC schools, that this was normal. That this is what every child experiences for their educational experience. And it wasn't until my professional life, when I went out and started working with other schools, that I realized, I started to get this sense that maybe MCCSC, maybe Bloomington is a little bit special. And then one of my colleagues said to me, I was working in Illinois at the time, and we're sitting at like one of those long tables and we're debriefing about a site visit and all that kind of stuff. And finally we were talking about our experiences there and our experiences growing up. And finally he just reached down, he leaned down and he said, "Where in the world did you grow up?" And I with pride said, Bloomington, Indiana, right? And he still kind of furrowed his brow and he looked at me and he said, "What kind of school did you go to?" And I said, "I went to our public schools." And so it was great pride that I went to Clear Creek Elementary School, Bachelor Middle School, and Bloomington High School South. Go Panthers, right? And so I just say that to say, please know that you are in a place that has the secret sauce. You have a lot of special opportunities here. You have a lot of great resources. When you see the jazz band, when you see the show choir there, that is just a taste of what I know you all know exists here. But please treasure it, please nurture it, and please continue to push to make sure each and every child reaches their full potential and their full capacity. So with that, no more chitter chat with me. We'll be on to the real show. But again, thank you so much. And to the statement earlier, I am so glad I canceled 2 meetings tonight and 1 in the morning to be here with you all tonight. All right, so now it's my great pleasure to introduce the 2018-2019 MCCSC retirees. As I call your name and introduce you, please make your way to the stage using the center aisle. You will enter the stage on your left and then exit behind me. Thank you. Please hold your applause. It's going to be tough because there's a lot of great stuff that's being said and a lot of wonderful people being honored. But please hold your applause until all of our retirees are introduced. Before I introduce our retirees, I do want to give a shout out to Mrs. Martha Street that I see sitting down here at this table. I was never her student, but I knew her well as my closest friend in high school dated her son for several years. So hi, Mrs. Street. Good to see you again. Thank you. I appreciate it. Okay, so our first retiree, Diane Antelept. Principal Angie Evans said, Diane Antelept is a passionate teacher, loving both the music and the students she teaches. Her passion has inspired students to find their own musical talents as composers, singers, and instrumentalists. Diane's attitude is positive, upbeat, and infectious. We will miss her beautiful smile, her lyrical laugh, and her commitment to making children see the joy in music. Martha Chamberlain. Principal Marty Kolitzer said of Martha Chamberlain, Mrs. Chamberlain is a kind and caring teacher who loves to teach children how to read. She also cares about people and knows how to celebrate special occasions for others. We thank you, Mrs. Chamberlain, for your many years of faithful service to the children of our community. Yeah. Marcia Davis. When asked to share about Marcia Davis, Principal Eric Gilpin said, I don't know if I have ever seen Marcia truly upset. She always comes to school with a smile and a cheerful heart. In addition to her pleasant spirit, she has a way with words and a knack for finding trouble. Her picture day announcements will never be able to be matched or replaced. Thanks, Marcia, for your professionalism, expertise, and great spirit. Nidra Dimshar. Assistant Principal Marcus Debro said, Nidra is a kind, dedicated, and conscientious food service employee. She would always place student needs above everything else. We will miss her smile and her kind words. Julie Dukes. Lily Albright, principal of Unionville Elementary School, shared, Julie Dukes is a light. She is the life of the party, the sprinkles on the cupcakes, and the cherry on top. She sounds fun, right? Julie cares for each student as though he or she is her own child. Her smile and shining personality, which we can see just walking in here, will be missed by all. Sandra Dunn. When asked about Sandra Dunn, Principal Lisa Roberts said, "Sandy is one of the best PE teachers I have met. She goes to great lengths to not only teach and inspire her students to be healthy, active, and good sports, but she goes to even greater lengths to make sure our students enjoy themselves as well. Sandy is hardworking and has a positive attitude. I want to wish congratulations on her retirement and also say what a great blessing it's been to work with her and how much we will all miss her." Sherry Everton. Principal Chris Wilkins said of Sherry Everton, "Sherry comes to Benford each and every day with a smile on her face. I don't recall a time when she is not smiling and enjoying every moment with our students. Benford is proud of Sherry and the work she has accomplished helping our school be so successful." Karen Flatter. Principal Eve Robertson said, "Karen has put love and care into preparing breakfast and lunch for students for 20 years. She is hardworking and greets students and staff with a smile. She will be missed at Clear Creek." We know Clear Creek's a great school, right? Yeah. I'm biased, but it's a great school. Kathleen Fox. Dr. David Pillar, principal of Jackson Creek Middle School, says, "Kathy cares about people, her family, her community, and most definitely her students. She has worked so hard to engage her classes to be global thinkers while also being local contributors. She has supported students in finding ways to make a difference in their communities and to accept everyone for their uniqueness. Kathy, thanks for making so many feel special." Lance Fox. Lance Fox, Principal Glenn Hopkins shared, "Lance Fox has dedicated his life to the physical health of students at University Elementary for the past 30 plus years." They didn't specify, 30 plus. Mr. Fox engages students in high interest activities while he teaches students various collaborative and communication skills that will serve them throughout their lives. Mr. Fox will be missed by the staff and students at University Elementary School. Leanna Hearn. Dr. Pillar said, "I always told Jeannie if she wasn't a teacher, her other calling was to be a social worker. The care that I have observed Jeannie show students in her classes over the years is truly exceptional. She put on Thanksgiving dinners for those students who might not get one at home. She made sure everyone had warm clothes in cold Indiana winters, and she had the patience to listen and be kind when students needed it the most. And now she leaves teaching. She's being promoted to full-time wife, mom, and most importantly, grandma, where patience and kindness will shine yet again." Martha Hupp. When asked to share about Martha Hupp, Dr. Pillar said, "She epitomizes being a JCMS Jaguar. She was one of the original team members that opened the building in 1988 and proudly oversaw it for 20 years. Even today, when people walk in, they can't believe the age of the school because it looks so great, thanks in large part to Martha's work. Her smile and upbeat attitude brighten the evening for students and staff alike." Shari Mills. When asked to share a few words about Shari Mills, Principal Lily Albright said, "Shari and teacher are synonymous. Shari has dedicated her life to providing engaging experiences for students in the classroom. Now it's time for Shari to do the same for herself. We will all be living vicariously through her as she travels the world in search of adventures." Dina Mobley. Micah Health, principal of Arlington Heights Elementary School, said, "Dina is the definition of Southern grace. She can hold a good conversation with anyone, and she never lets a single soul go hungry. Dina treats every child at school like her own grandchild, and she treats every adult like they're her best friend." Angela Pyle. Principal Cassidy Rockhill shared, Angie Pyle has been an integral part of the Highland Park Elementary School for nearly 25 years. Throughout changes in teachers and principals, our students could always count on having Mrs. Pyle lead them in music. Mrs. Pyle will be greatly missed by our students, parents, and colleagues alike, and we wish her well on her next adventure. Constance Romine. Principal Rebecca Mungle said, Connie has dedicated her life to helping preschool children. She is patient, calm, understanding, and works to create a positive learning environment for every child in her charge. She will be deeply missed by the Templeton staff, our students, as well as our families. Congratulations, Connie. Jean Schick. Assistant Superintendent Dr. Andrea Mobley said, Jean Schick's passion for science is contagious. Her leadership and advocacy for science has inspired generations of both students and teachers. Her continuous outreach in the community spanning several years has been invaluable to the students and teachers of MCCSC. Jean's professionalism and positive attitude has been a true inspiration. Danny Steins. Nathan Oliver said, Dan has been with MCCSC for 40 years. If you were ever to walk into the transportation garage, Dan would be the first to ask, how can I help you? No matter how bad the day is, you would never know it by looking at Dan. Dan always has a smile and is happy and laid back. I have never seen him get upset. Dan looks forward to working in his wood shop and doing a lot of fishing. Janice Stockhouse. Dr. Andrea Mobley shared, words cannot adequately describe the impact that Janice has had on the students of Bloomington North. She has devoted her life to the students of Bloomington North, inspiring students to find passion, joy, and purpose through music. She has motivated thousands of students to reach potentials that they didn't dream existed, while fostering a sense of community and collaboration through her music. Barbara Zen. Fan club. All right, Barbara, you have a fan club to live up to. When asked to share about Barbara Zen, Principal Cassidy Rockhill said, perhaps one of Mrs. Zen's greatest strengths has been her inexhaustible patience. Mrs. Zen's unconditional support of her students provides those who push the limits those requisite safe place to begin to succeed socially, emotionally, and academically. We will miss Mrs. Zen tremendously, but know she will enjoy the coming freedom to travel to family around the globe. As a mother of a 15-year-old freshman who sometimes needs that extra patience, we really appreciate teachers like Mrs. Zen. So thank you. Let's give a round of applause to all of our retirees. Congratulations once again. You'll be missed by all of us, but you certainly deserve your retirement. Although there is that one challenge from Mr. Farmer still out there from earlier. Your talents and dedication have greatly benefited all of the children, faculty, and community of MCCSC. At this time, as we prepare for our Star Awards, we ask that all Star Award recipients please gather near the entrance and bring the card you were given when you signed in. Let's see if we can follow instructions because the no clapping thing didn't go so well. It's impossible to not do that, right? It's impossible. looks like everyone's lined up and ready to go. So tonight, we also want to honor other employees who are making a positive difference in the lives of our student, staff, and community. They are those who are reaching for the stars, going beyond the call of duty, doing more than others expect. That is what excellence is all about. It comes from striving, maintaining the highest standards, paying attention to the smallest details, and going the extra mile. Excellence means caring. It's making a special effort to do more, and tonight we celebrate excellence. The Star of Excellence Award recipients were nominated by fellow peers and staff members. This year, we received over 80 nominations. 40 people were chosen to receive the Star of Excellence Award tonight. It is with great pleasure that I introduce the 2019 Star of Excellence Award recipients. As I call your name, please make your way to the stage, and folks, hold your applause. Kara Cheslak, science teacher, Bachelor Middle School. Brenda Chokey, special education aide, Bloomington High School South. Claire Clayton, Title I teacher, Highland Park Elementary School. Holly Davis, 5th grade teacher, Clear Creek Elementary School. Sandra Dunn, physical education teacher, Grandview Elementary School. Colette Eno, English as a new language teacher, University Elementary School. Larissa Itenire, 4th grade teacher, Binford Elementary School. Julie Fisher, 1st grade teacher, Marlin Elementary School. Daryl Frazier, project Lead the Way teacher, Bloomington High School North. That's okay, he's from North. I'm sure he does a great job. Stacy Heath, special education teacher, inclusion, Templeton Elementary School. Sabrina Herzog, instructional coach, Templeton Elementary School. Debbie Houston, lead administrative assistant, Broadview Learning Center. Maria Cusis, language arts teacher, Bloomington High School North. Sydney Lamb, 3rd grade teacher, Lakeview Elementary School. Deidre Larsch, social worker, the Academy of Science and Entrepreneurship, Bloomington Graduation School. Barbara B.J. McElroy, lead administrative assistant, Bloomington High School North. Angela McCamey, special education aide, Bloomington High School South. Sharon May, bus monitor, transportation building. Stephanie Montsalovich, kindergarten teacher, Arlington Heights Elementary School. Julie Riley Moreland, Corporation Bus Driver, Transportation Building. Andrea Morris, Special Education Teacher, Inclusion, Rogers Elementary School. Kelly Mullis, Early Learning Program Assistant Manager, Early Learning Center. Julie Olson, third grade teacher, Highland Park Elementary School. Walter Sales, custodial supervisor, Fairview Elementary School. William Schultz, lead skill maintenance, service building. Janice Shields, special education teacher, inclusion, Unionville Elementary School. Amanda Shirley, special education aide, Jackson Creek Middle School. Bronwyn Scheuer, social worker, Childs Elementary School. Andrea Smith, Pathway and Remediation Coordinator, Hoosier Hills Career Center. That's where my mom retired from, so I also have a soft spot for that. David Smith, Special Education Aide, Administration Building. Danny Steins, Class A Skilled Maintenance, Transportation Building. Benjamin Strawn, fourth grade teacher, Summit Elementary School. Jacob Summers, sixth grade teacher, Benford Elementary School. Charles Taylor, Systems and Infrastructure Specialist, Able Building. Jeremy Watkins, Social Studies teacher, Tri-North Middle School. Lisa Watts, Special Education teacher, community-based, Grandview Elementary School. Brett Williamson, Physical Education aide, Jackson Creek Middle School. Thomas Wilson, Band Director, Bloomington High School North. Cassidy Young, Art Teacher, Academy of Science and Entrepreneurship. Congratulations to each and every one of you on your retirement and the Star Awards. Now to Dr. Andrea Mobley for some closing remarks.
Thank you, Tammy, for coming back as an MCCSC graduate to show your support. It was an honor to have you join us. Please give her a round. We thank you for all you do on behalf of the youth of Indiana. And thank you all for the tremendous work you do each day at MCCSC. And thank you to all of our guests, retirees, Stars of Excellence, and staff for joining us. Please join me one more time in congratulating our 2018-19 retirees and star recipients. Also, thank you to the Hoosier Youth Philharmonic String Quartet under the direction of John Hanson for their music this evening. And as Dr. Seuss said, congratulations. Today is your day. You're off to great places. You're off and away. Good evening, and please drive safely. Thank you for joining us.